Hey everyone, Shadowwraith back again, this time with a guide slash commentary on how you can farm the master level Lake of Shadows Nightfall this week. Highly recommend doing it because it's one of the quickest Nightfalls, and at master level, if you get platinum rewards, which means killing all of the champions, you're guaranteed at least 2 enhancement prisms with a chance of more, and you have a chance of getting an exotic and an ascendant shard on top of that. So, highly recommend doing this. A couple things to keep in mind: there are primarily solar shields with a couple arc shields and maybe 2 void shields on one of the mini bosses and one of the wanted enemies. So you'll want to make sure you have solar and arc covered. And then in this case, we're running 2 people with falling guillotine for boss damage. We also have 1 Izanagi's Burden, 1 divinity for dealing with overload champions, and then I'm running xenophage to help take care of the solar shields and just long range damage. If you don't have all of these exotics, don't worry. You could use a standard sniper instead of Izanagi, a overload bow instead of divinity, and something like a solar grenade launcher instead of xenophage. It'll just take a little bit longer to clear champions, but the exotics are by no means absolutely required to farm this. A few mods that you'll want to run are Taken and Hive Armaments. This will give you heavy ammo whenever you get a grenade kill. They do stack, so if you're killing something like just a standard Taken enemy, you'll get 7 ammo, but if you kill something like a Thrall that's both Hive and Taken, you'll get 14 ammo back. As far as subclasses are going, we're running 2 Void Bottom Tree Hunters for the invisibility, and then we're running a Solar Middle Tree Warlock for the Well of Radiance. And then the overall strat is when you see one of these overload champions, you hit them with divinity. That overloads them, and then you hit them with an Izanagi shot and xenophage or mountaintop to finish them off. Also note, this is not an optimized run. This was one of our first attempts as a fire team, so you can see we're still kind of figuring out the strats and the timing. But I wanted to give you an idea of what it looks like without a ton of practice in case you need to do like an LFG or something like that. At this area, you'll have 2 unstoppable champions, so be very careful with them. If you can, try to split them up. So in this case, we hit the back one to stop him, and then we draw the front one towards us a little bit. And then we hit him with xenophage and a sword. And then the second one, we stop him as well. And again, same thing, xenophage and swords. And then now I'm looking at my ammo count. I've got 9 shots, so I tell my teammates, hey, I'm going to need a grenade kill up here. Throw the grenade, get 7 more ammo. And then I want to take out these snipers. Miss quite a few shots here because jumping hip fire accuracy is not great. And then I would like a little more heavy ammo, so I throw my smoke bomb to invis my teammates. And for Bottom Tree Hunter, that gives me like 70% of my grenade back, maybe even a little bit more. And it gives me Heart of the Pack buff, which increases the regen of my grenade as well. And then here we had a little bit of a miscommunication where our divinity user thought we were ready to hit the champion, so he started hitting the champion, and we didn't have Izanagi's Burden ready to hit him as well. So we said, okay, hang on. Let's reset, reload everything, get ready. Everybody's good. All right, here we go. Now I hit divinity, Izanagi, and xenophage. So that's the importance of communication. Makes it significantly easier. Once we hit this area, if you're going for optimal speed, you can skip most of these people and just like head straight to the Blight and kill the 2 unstoppable champions. In this case, we were going for just kind of a consistent run, not rushed. But if you have a dedicated team where you can practice and you all know like each of the call outs and where specifically you're going at each position, you can definitely be running it quicker than we are here. Again, we try to draw 1 unstoppable towards us and keep the other one farther back. Hit the closer one, DPS him with xenophage, mountaintop, swords. And then this next one comes in and he's being tethered, so we have to kill the guy tethering him, and then we're able to kill him the same way. Alright, I now have 10 shots, so I say, hey, I'd like to get another nade kill on this guy, so I'm giving it a second to recharge. Kill him with a nade, get another 7 ammo. And then once you kill this last Blight, the final set of ads spawns, and it's going to be a mini-boss with an arc shield and 2 overload champions. So, again, if you're going for speed, you can just dash in, drop the well, kill them with swords close range. We decide to drop a well here on the left side and kill the boss first, or the mini-boss first. He really doesn't have much health, so he'll die pretty quickly. And then from here, we just wait for our divinity guy to hit one of the overloads, and then he calls it and says, hey, I'm hitting the one on the right. Take him down, and then he goes straight to the one in the back left, and we take him down the same way.
I'm almost at a special.
So again, in this case, I only have 8 ammo, so I want to get another grenade kill here. Throw my nade. And because these guys are Thrall, they're Taken and Hive, so I get 14 ammo from them instead of just 7 because Hive Armaments and Taken Armaments stack. And then we Invis and jump past most of these guys just to save a little bit of time. And then pull out Xenophage to kill this, again, little mini-boss. And then finish him off with a sword. Coming through this door, you have to be a little careful because there are 2 unstoppable champions. So in this case, I'm readying my unstoppable shot and then saying, okay, 3, 2, 1, here we go. And then we drop a well so that we can start killing some of the ads after we kill these guys. And then this gives us a good amount of safety. I use Invis again to get my grenade energy back, and then dodge next to an ad to get my smoke bomb back. And then from here on, again, you can skip some of the ads if you really want to. We're not going for perfect speed, so we're clearing things from a safe distance. I recommend trying to take out these snipers early because of these bubble shields that they pull up. They just take more time and are kind of annoying. And then watch out for the wanted wizard. We're trying to give the wizard a little bit of time to keep moving so that she's not trying to kill us while we're shooting at the overload champions. So to kill the first overload champion, well, here I'm trying to get a little bit more xenophage ammo, so I use that to get my grenade again, dodge next to enemies, throw the nade to get the ammo. And then to kill this first overload champion, we jump up here, divinity user calls it out, hit him with his Nagi, hit him with xenophage. And then we're ready for the one on the bottom. Take out the sniper so it doesn't bubble shield, and then again, same thing, is Nagi into Xeno. You can actually use Mountaintop there instead of Xeno, but because of armaments I get so much xenophage ammo, I'm just kind of using it very liberally, almost as a primary weapon. Alright, so again, the wanted wizard is over there where the unstoppable and the overload, the next set of unstoppable and overload champions spawn, so we're giving the wizard a little bit of time to get away. Then I invis to jump over here to get my grenade, and then I'm running overload nades, so I throw it to overload the champion. My teammate hits him with his Nagi, and then now we just have the unstoppable. I use special finisher to make sure our team is fill up for like divinity and for the Izanagi ammo, and then use xenophage to take out this mini boss's shield. And then watch out for this booper here on the left. It almost hits me and launches me off the bridge. Just keep an eye out for that as you're jumping into this doorway. Again, I want more heavy ammo, so I invis, dodge, grenade. And then there's a unstoppable champion just outside this door, so you want to try to kill this knight up on the left side so he's not spitting fire at you the entire time. Because he's getting tethered by his friends, it takes a little while to take him down. Alright, and then here comes the unstoppable. In this case, we had not great coordination on killing this guy, and then he starts getting tethered, so it takes us a little bit more time than it should. But again, like, it's no rush, unless you're specifically trying to go for like a speed run time. Eventually you just stop him and then hit him with swords. On this next side, there's another solar shielded knight along with an overload champion. So you can use this pillar for cover, but I'd recommend trying to kill the knight first and then taking down the overload. And there's one final knight here at the top with two guys that like to tether him. Xeno to take down his shield, and then one of our teammates gets booped off there. So I continue on to get a couple grenade kills while my other teammate stops to revive him. Get 7 ammo from that, and then I make my teammates invisible here again to get the grenade regen so that I can get one more grenade kill here. And then we head over towards the wizard who has a void shield. So if you're running Falling Guillotine, those swords will absolutely devastate this wizard's health. Coming in here, again, I invis to get my grenade energy so that I can get a little bit more xenophage ammo. And then we wait for this overload champion to step out so we can hit them with divinity. Then I throw my nade here. Get another 7 ammo. And then again, like, you can skip these ads if you don't want to fight them. It would be quicker for sure. Up here, there will be a overload either on the left or the right side. In this case, he's on the left. So we do it the same way. Try to bait him out. As soon as he's visible, hit him with divinity, and then take him down. One more at the top of the ramp. Here's an example of using mountaintop instead. Also works very well. And then we're jumping down to take out the final Blight. And this is one of the main reasons we're running swords, so that you can one-phase the boss. So I save one clip of Xenophage just in case we need the extra DPS. And then we take out this Blight, and then our Warlock drops a Well of Radiance right in the center. I throw an Oppressive Darkness grenade, and then we just start unloading on the boss. And you can see how quickly he died, and I still have 2 Xenophage ammo. So overall, it's a very good strike to farm. It's pretty forgiving, especially with the one-phase boss fight. It makes it a lot easier to finish off. There's a good chunk of ads that you can actually skip. So if you're going for a full speed run or just like optimizing, this is a great one for optimization. And then you can see I got 3 enhancement prisms and an exotic. So highly recommend running it this week. And if you have questions or comments, feel free to drop them below and I'll try to answer them. Hopefully this was helpful. Thanks.